about that.
I didn't like
the Black Knights from Dark Souls 1. Mm-hmm. They literally had a magnet on the tip of their sword, and you had armor on. It would always follow, no matter what.
If they can throw in a lower reason for that, I'm down with that, but not just spinning tracking moves. But
I thought that in Dark Souls 2, the guy, the pursuer guy, it seemed like his little blue sword, the very tip had a magnet or something. Like if you were 2 feet away, it'd suck you in. It would literally suck you in and then raise you. Yeah, like what?
That guy was pretty tough.
Yeah. I remember the first time I was like, holy crap! And now I'm like, oh, this dude, it's just regular enemy, dude, no problem.
I gotta go piss. You guys keep talking.
Okay.
I'll sit here awkwardly for
no, it's okay.
He just goes behind the green curtain.
The Pursuer was easy after that, and then...
even though they upped his strength and everything when you fought him next.
Yeah, just if you had that shield... That Dark Souls 2 was... it was a little imbalanced as far as you versus the enemy. And it was a little easier. That's why I don't know. The difficult. So I want to go back to the question that was asked about the casual players. I'm actually seeing a trend in games being actually harder, quite harder. Witcher 3 came out last year, and it was actually kind of decently challenging. It was actually pretty hard. Has the same kind of feel. You do dodging, rolling, sidestepping, attacks just the same. Strong attack, weak attack. You don't have a shield, of course, and I like that. You use signs instead to either stun them or do whatever you know. And actually, that was provided really good challenge to me, and
it makes it more than just a hack and slash.
Right? Yeah, and
every fight encounters personal.
Yeah. And I mean that's not to say that I haven't played difficult games in the past, and I think that Demon Souls really kind of, they're like, oh, this is the first hard game you play, but I think they just wanted to make difficulty a mainstream thing. Because I mean, I have a lot of games here that I thought were pretty damn hard. They're Ninja Gaiden, Sigma. That was pretty tough.
Little Big Planet.
Little Big Planet. You just, especially if you have an asshole brother who hangs on to you and pulls you down.
I think the Witcher combat is more difficult than most.
Yeah,
it's not. I don't think it's as difficult as Dark Souls, but it is. It's punishing if you are just button mashing.
It's it's a little less responsive, I think, than Dark Souls 3, but they do have some really interesting movesets. Like especially when you say, your just standard attack, he'll wind up, he'll do a turn, and then he'll attack. You have to keep that in mind, and then he'll keep a sword up. He won't go back to neutral. Because you could follow up with another attack, he'll keep it there, and if you don't follow up, he'll eventually go back. But you can keep on going with the combos there, and if you're button mashing, he won't go. You actually will fail more than succeed if you just keep hitting the attack.
And
you're very fluid in that game.
Let's say you can't heal regularly or something like that during an encounter.
Potion use is
you have potion uses.
Yeah. Most of your potions you're supposed to drink before a fight.
Yeah.
Which is in the lore of the actual stories.
During the fight, you have your healing potions that heal you more gradually. So now, there's a couple that
Witcher
heal
3
instantly,
kind of toned that down. You can heal mid-fight, but
yeah. Let me see. I got a couple others. I thought Castlevania was pretty challenging on
Ninja Gaiden. That's
Ninja Gaiden is just out of here. Eternal Sonata. It's an RPG, and I thought that was a really difficult RPG. I didn't get very far because I think Dark Souls or Demon Souls came out, but I couldn't get very far on that because it's actually pretty tough.
The Fire Emblem games are very difficult.
Let's see here. Sonic Unleashed. I'm gonna bring up Sonic Unleashed. It's actually really hard, man. Well, I think one of the reasons is because you don't have enough time to react, and you keep dying because there's some really tough areas in there.
That's like a full 3D environment,
Yeah,
kinda, right?
Yeah. I really liked it. I thought it was great. I think it's one of the best Sonic games out there. Honestly,
That's cool.
New gen. Two Worlds 2. I like the game. It's difficult in the fact that everything can kill you because it's poorly programmed. I had a boulder.
Yeah, there's different kinds of difficulty.
Yeah, I had a boulder that was rolling, and it was at the tail end of its roll, and it just kind of like very slowly like settled in. Well, if it touches you, you die. Like, it's really weird. Like, what? This is... they put a death code in there for no matter what.
That hitbox, though.
Yeah. Star Oceans, The Last Hope, can be pretty challenging. There's some challenging stuff in there. I thought some of the bosses were pretty unique. I like the game. I haven't beat it yet.
Nowadays, there's like Dark Souls clones that come out. There's like a 2D Dark Souls.
Yeah, what's that called? Something.
Something. Nailed it.
It's probably harder than Dark Souls, from what I've seen. Because you can't dodge roll. That's what you do in Dark Souls. You just roll away.
There's some new Castlevania games. There's one for DS. That
I have one. It's some weird name, but it's very difficult. And I gave up.
It's not an easy game. I mean, so maybe Demon Souls may have, and I think these came out somewhere after Demon Souls, but they may have spawned some of these games. But there's plenty of challenging games before then. They just weren't as mainstream as this.
Yeah, I think this just got a lot of attention.
They really just marketed it for that, and that's it. One of you was saying like, this is that's how.
And reawakened interest for the thing.
We grew up with like Contra 3, Alien Wars.
I used to rent Battletoads every freaking weekend. I didn't know it was a terrible game. It was just really hard. Me and Kevin, Alaskan Savage, we just play it every weekend. We'd rent it and like never beat that stupid jet ski.
That jet ski, and somebody was like, I think somebody said, or there's a power play that there's a portal in one of the tomes or whatever, or the things, and you go through that. And you get warped out of there or something like that. And so I spent so much time crashing into every single one of those. But you lose track after, I don't know, the 10th one because you're like, oh, they're going so fast you don't know which one it is anymore. Never got past that part because it was too insane. That last part was too insane.
Just a couple of years ago, Rare Replay came out and had all those games out.
On that.
And it's got these little like arcadey time trial things. And one of the things is just that level. And there was like three of us. We were hanging out. We all just got really drunk, and we eventually beat it after like an hour and a half of slamming in. You can memorize it. It is set. Well, it's not completely set, I think, but part of it's are set. But
I think it is set. It has to be, man. It can't be that random. On the, I think the sound effect too. That really pissed me off whenever I heard that, especially when I was just one pixel off. Like, I didn't crash into nothing, dude. And it was so unforgiving.
TVs were so small back then. One pixel was like a quarter of your TV.
Yeah, it was.
You hear that sound anywhere else? Like nowadays, it just triggers you, sets you off.
I just go crazy. Yeah, crash the car, murder everybody. Go into instant rage. I got a Final Fantasy Type O HD down there, and the only reason I bought that
was for the demo.
For the demo,
Final Fantasy 15.
For the demo, I played some of the game. The controls are terrible. Didn't like it. There's a lot of. I don't know if it was fake or not, but a lot of people are like, "Oh, this game is amazing! It's so good! I'm glad they're bringing it back." It's like, your memory serves you a little bit differently.
Nostalgia! Yeah. Sometimes want to just keep that in the past.
Yeah, you want to keep your memories as a memory.
Don't go back and play GoldenEye.
Don't go back and play Final Fantasy VII because the graphics suck.
Hopefully, the remake's better.
Speaking
kind of a nostalgia, where do you think FromSoft goes from here? They're done with Dark Souls.
Back to Mech Warrior.
They're completely done with Dark Souls. No more Dark Souls. The game over. Story done. They are working on a new IP, something different, something they've never done before.
It's going to be a very hard game set in medieval times with dodging and lock-ons.
There's going to be a word dark and souls included in there somewhere. Very Dark Souls.
I mentioned Dark Souls.
It's going to be nothing but a black screen because there's nothing going on.
The guy did mention something about he wanted to do like a sci-fi spacey type. It will still be
hints of that in
kind of like
Bloodborne,
Dark Souls.
Yeah.
But,
It'll go
to do
somewhere.
with
I liked the kind of Victorian era of Bloodborne.
Yeah. I really like that. I'm hoping to see more of that.
Dark Souls is great and all, but like they just have the same sets of armor, and that's even getting boring. Like, it all looks the same, and so I want to see him do something different.
Yeah. That's what I loved about Bloodborne. I didn't think I would, honestly. When Bloodborne came out, I was like, okay, I'll give this a shot. Got through the first little area, and I'm like, this is blowing my mind, man. This is crazy hard, and I loved it. Took me a little bit to get used to. What was the first boss even of that area? Was it the guy that turns into a werewolf?
No,
it's one right before.
It's like on the bridge. There's like a gate.
Yeah, there is.
But that's an
giant,
optional one. You don't have to go through that guy.
What?
You don't have to hit him. You don't have to go to
That's
him.
where you unlock leveling up. Is that?
Yeah, but you don't have to go to him.
You beat the game without leveling up.
No, you don't unlock leveling up. You
or maybe you just have to beat a boss before you can level up. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
you get to summon people, I think, or something like that.
Once you get one, like...
if you die, then you go to
humanity. I forgot what they're called.
Yeah.
Then you can level
so
up.
beating any boss basically would allow that. Okay.
Yeah, just
or using one of
This is the
those
first one I
spells.
ran into, so I associated that too.
And I just thought, and that's the first boss I ran into, and I was like, whoa, I can't make sense of this. And that's what I like about it. You can't make sense of what's going on, or I couldn't like tell what was his arms and what was legs and just what was the attack. And so I really appreciated that. And then you fought the dude that turns into a werewolf.
That was cool.
I love that fight. Yep, loved it.
It was that little girl's father, and there's a whole backstory there.
Yeah, you can get a music box from her.
Oh yeah,
and play it, and it
he goes
starts the
crazy. And
werewolf.
of course, I always
it also
used
pisses
it
him
right
off
at the end.
if you use it too many times. It
yeah.
pisses him off.
I think after 3 times, which twice is all you really need to defeat his werewolf side. Honestly,
Yeah, eventually it stops working. You can also douse enemies in oil, like throw a glass of oil at them, and then set them on fire for more damage.
There was so much in that game that you could do there. I thought that was one of the more tactically well done games, and the I eventually settled on sword with sheath, bigger sword. I forgot what the sword. Logain sword, whatever.
Something I didn't like about the game
was
was the lack of weapon choice.
Yeah. We had talked about that earlier, that they really improved on the weapons in the DLC. There's a whole slew of new ones that are completely different. You get Amygdala's arm is one of the weapons.
That's
Amygdala, whatever. They say Amygdala when they say Amygdala, so I call it Amygdala. But it's an arm, and you use it, and then your second form is it extends out into like a wobbly arm or something, a longer arm. And it's pretty cool. I really liked it, but I didn't use it. I still enjoyed the sword a lot more. The reason I like the sword is because it was akin to the Blue Blood in its light version, and the Black Knight, Dark Knight was a heavy sword in the heavy version. So I really enjoyed that, and I was like, it's the best of both worlds to me, And it's enchantable.
Yeah,
which is amazing. So
theoretically, we're going to get DLC for Dark Souls 3. That'll be
maybe.
I've never played any of the
maybe
DLCs.
It's going to be 3.
So you'll do it.
3.
Oh, maybe Dark Souls 2 had 3 of them.
3 of them. Yeah, but that was, like I said, different company and. Well, not company, different director, team, yeah. But you know what? I really enjoyed the DLC of the Dark Souls 2. It really felt more like Dark Souls with the DLC.
Was that the Scholar of the First Sin, or is that a different one?
They include in the Scholar of the First Sin. They included all the DLC.
Like the Game of the Year edition.
Yeah, but if you
made it harder, right?
or
it was harder.
It was a lot harder.
They were all end game.
Yeah, they were all end game. Yeah, oof, they were great. The story, there was no real story that connected to the... Well, at least I didn't see one. It was kind of like there were individual stories of each area. And each DLC was pretty good size. It was not a small little DLC.
Well, yeah, they don't crank them out very fast. They take their time and they do it.
And they they're all kind of were interconnected to each other. Not each other, sorry, but it felt more like Dark Souls because you would run around all this area and all of a sudden you'd be back in the starting point. You're like, whoa, cool.
Their world design, level design is awesome. I love it.
I like the first one, especially the first one. The second one wasn't as much because it didn't have that incorporated.
No, there were only like 2 points.
Yeah, there was that giant loop that you could make through the area with the
Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, Dark Souls 2 is like you go either through the castle or through the other waterway, and eventually go to the pirate ship, and then you go to the bastion, and then it's kind of a loop there.
You totally missed that pirate ship area too.
Yeah, you can. You don't have to go there. And then an offshoot from that, of course, is those woods. And I really didn't like I don't like dead ends in any game. So when I run into a dead end, for instance, in Dark Souls 3, I was like, especially when you go to the graveyard the second time, the dark graveyard or whatever, and that was nothing but a dead end for some eyeballs. I was like, man, come on, not a boss. There's no boss. There's that one boss and then nothing else. I mean, there's some knights, but like, it doesn't expand on that, man. You can't even go up in the tower. Come on.
Wait, but in the Ashen Grave or whatever,
there's one boss.
Yeah,
there's the
Pumped
beefier version. Yeah, and he's not even that hard.
Yeah, about the same as the other one. Yeah.
Yeah, and he doesn't transform. He just his kick is better or something. He's like an axe kick or something. But that was about. I was like, that sucks. Okay. I thought there would be more interest in that, and so there are other dead ends. The whole dragon place was after you beat the boss, you're like, man, that's it. Yeah, okay. The cathedral dead end. I mean, there's some story to that. If you don't go to the cathedral, you don't progress certain storylines. So you have to, for Henri, you have to go to the cathedral. You have to summon both of them and fight. There's there's a couple other ones that I just don't appreciate. So I don't like dead ends for that reason.
And then on a smaller scale, there's dead ends. Like you just go down a hallway.
Yeah.
It leads to nowhere, and there's a sign on the ground that says pointless? ?
Yeah.
Of course, you hit the wall at the end.
Every
just in case
single
there's
wall.
an illusionary
There
secret
was a
wall.
lot of illusionary walls in this game. I don't know if it was more than the other ones, but there was a lot.
Yeah. There was an illusionary fence. Did you guys run into that one?
Did it with a staircase?
Yeah.
Okay. I watched the video, I saw it, but I didn't ever find it on my own.
Yeah. It's weird. How did people find that one?
Somebody's just hitting everything.
Yeah. Now, can you roll into an illusory wall and it'll disappear?
I think so. I think
Dark Souls 2
good in the other game.
was messed up with they had illusionary walls that you could only hit and then they disappear. And then other ones you'd have to press X on.
Yeah.
For the
they would
wall to
disappear.
open
They'd
up.
burst open. There's breakable walls and then the opening walls.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know in Dark Souls 1 you could just roll into the wall. And
You
it
could.
disappear.
Reminds me of I'm just playing the new Doom game right now. Back original Doom, you just run around just spacebar every single wall.
Yeah. I don't know what he's doing to that wall, but
I don't want to know what he's doing to that wall.
punching it or
Just
humping
imagine
it.
you're going into a dungeon in real life with a torch and a sword, and you're just pushing against all the walls. I'm checking for secrets.
Or you see some guy rolling into every wall.
Yeah. Just smashing it with their axe.
You just break your
What
axe.
are you doing, Sam?
You wanted to create a video series of weird stuff people do with video games in real life.
Yeah, I do.
Like
that'd be good.
Dragon's
Oh,
Dogma
yeah.
or something like that.
Little clips.
What was the Dragon's Dogma when there's just weird stuff?
I don't remember now.
I don't remember either.
Well, it's
I wish I wrote it down.
Link in The Legend of Zelda, he just goes in a random person's house and takes their shit.
Breaking everything.
That's any RPG, really.
What do you got me?
Chop, chop.
Yeah. That's really any
That's
RPG.
an heirloom.
Final Fantasy, you go into somebody's house and they're cooking dinner. You're like, ooh, there's a chest. Awesome. I got your armor. Dude, that was for me. That was, well, how am I supposed to fight a battle now? You know,
If someone comes into my house and they start talking to me, I'll just repeat my dialogue until they go away.
Yeah. Well, if somebody's coming into my house,
I would just
Or a
have
shotgun.
a door
No.
that doesn't open. That's what I would have.
yeah, locked door. Those piss me off.
Doesn't open from this side.
Yeah, it does not open. Gotta be inside. Yeah. Witcher 3 has some of the funniest dialogue I've ever run into by NPCs. Just straight, and some of the like heartbreaking, soul crushing dialogue too. Like two peasants talking to each other, and they're like, "My husband got burned in a fire. Oh no, I'm pregnant with his child. I don't, you know, like it's just so weird. You're like, oh my god, did I really just hear that? You know,
You
and
probably
like,
set that fire too.
yeah, most likely with your roof.
Definitely.
There is a. I don't want to spend too much time on Witcher 3 because it's Dark Souls, but I love the just all dialogue in that game.
So much good dialogue.
Yeah, it's hilarious. You've beaten it, I'm sure, so you know the when they get drunk.
Oh yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Super. Let's call somebody on the drunk dialing people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so funny. And of course you went with the, let's wear a dress, man. Yeah, there's great stuff in that. If you guys have not checked out Witcher 3, I don't know where you've been, but you need to check it out.
Probably my favorite game of last year.
Yeah.
Last year. This year? This year.
It came out last year.
Last year.
Yeah,
Okay.
it came out last year. I think it's still my favorite game. Even though Dark Souls is out, I'm still really into The Witcher 3. The new expansion came out. I haven't even touched upon the new quest. I'm still finishing up the old
I'm
stuff.
still in the middle of the other new expansion.
Right, yeah, the other new one. Blood and
We
Stone
can talk
or
about it
whatever.
more tomorrow,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah,
But-
let's do that. What time is it?
7:30.
Oh, good. We got a good... I think we got it. Let me check here.
I've been reloading. I haven't seen any more comments, so
That's
just-
good. That's good. We got
Taylor Wilson. Thanks,
uh,
Taylor.
That was a
Thanks, Taylor,
thoughtful
for the
question.
comment. The one
Yeah.
comment.
At least we didn't get one like Dark Souls sucks.
Yeah.
That
No
would be
trolls.
Why didn't anyone say, like, get good or anything? Jeez.
I would have appreciated some trolls. Honestly, I mean,
Next time.
next time, maybe tomorrow. Well, we'll do a radio.
Trolls
cast
don't get up
tomorrow.
that early. 10 in the morning.
You're right.
Alaska. Well, maybe if they're not in Alaska.
I don't know. Let me see here.
Alright.
Jesus, this.
Any final words, Rory?
Praise the sun. Boom!
You got his armor, right? Or something like that.
Yeah.
You get something to the crows.
Yeah, I didn't get the whole set. I just
didn't
got
get the whole set either, yeah.
a couple of things here. I can't find. Where's the post? It's buried now. It's gone. Everybody got online and just started posting everything.
Which one?
My post on 907 Gamers.
Just need your notifications.
Yeah, but sometimes it doesn't load up the whole stream. It loads up just the comment. From my experience. But maybe not. I don't know. Weird.
You're just looking for more questions.
Yeah, we were seeing if anybody else commented. But you can still comment after this is over, and we can talk about it whatever next time we record.
Yeah,
If you have anything else to talk about.
if you
Or
guys-
we can just have a little discussion in the comments.
Yeah. Tomorrow we're radio casting another show. Cameron unfortunately can't make it, so he's tired. He's been working.
He's tired already? It's not even tomorrow yet.
I don't know. Maybe he'll surprise us with. Maybe
He's
not.
like level 50 or something in Overwatch.
So we
That's why he's
got
tired.
Zach coming down as a special guest, and Mark I think will be back.
He's in town.
He's in town, so. Rory, you wanna do another one tomorrow?
Yeah, sure. What
All
are
right,
we talking
cool.
about?
Yeah, I don't
Just
know.
video game.
I
Tomorrow's
think
the general
Overwatch.
thing.
Oh, you guys played Overwatch, right?
Mhm.
You're Overwatch. You haven't? Okay, well, I think Mark has. And if not, it doesn't have to be Overwatch. But Overwatch heavy tomorrow. And then just general news. You know, we're going to catch up on
Yeah, it's been a while since we did a regular
3
podcast.
weeks worth of stuff.
Stuff
So
to
I
talk
gotta-
about.
Yeah, Yeah, and I'll be off air. I'll be manning the post.
Cool.
Keeping up with news. So,
the phone on your background is Overwatch, so...
you definitely played Overwatch.
Look at that butt!
Oh, the band?
Tracer?
Is that the band post? I don't think
You're gonna get us copywritten.
Yeah. So thanks for listening to the listeners, and
Thanks for listening to the listeners.
and thanks for watching to the watchers. Okay, and we're out. Peace out.
See ya.
Morning.